welcome to another episode of Retro Game Monday here on RetroFungin.com. I am Frank, aka eMaster, also of the CrossBorder Gaming.com podcast. And today we're going to play some Urban Reign here. First of all, sorry that there was no episode last week. I wasn't feeling it creatively. I'm sorry. I would rather have waited than put out a half-assed episode. But Urban Reign is from 2006, made by Namco. It was made by the exact same people who made the Tekken series at the time, as well as the Soul Caliber series. And you can see graphically, even in the cutscenes, it looks very similar to the Tekken franchise. But the game also features two characters from Tekken, which is Paul Phoenix and Martial Law, which you can eventually unlock. Now, this is a brawler. And as you know, I love brawlers. The thing is, though, this brawler is very different from any other that I've ever played. Let's see. Let's just load a profile. Anyways, you will see that I've not unlocked anything yet. And I've actually owned this game since about 2006, actually. Because I rented it from Blockbuster, I think 2 or 3 times trying to finish it. And I wasn't able to finish it. So eventually Blockbuster put the game on sale as a used game, the exact same copy. Not that it mattered, but I just found it ironic that it was the same copy. And I bought it for like $10, and I thought it was worth it. And that's when I finished it. Now, why did it take me so long to finish? Well, you have 100 stages in this game. So instead of your typical brawler, this game is actually played more like a staged brawler here. Now, I had a save game on my old memory cards for this game, and I have absolutely no idea what happened to it. I thought I copied it to the PlayStation 3 when I had the copier, but I guess I didn't. So it was a bit of a pain in the ass. So I would probably have to do everything over again from here on out. But here you can select the different stages. You got Mission 6, Mission 7, and Mission 8. The story is essentially that the boss of the Triads, which is a woman, I think her name is Ying Yi. I forgot her name. I'm really, really sorry. It's been a long time since I've played this game. And essentially, this guy from this other gang gets picked up, and they think it was her who did it, because her grandfather was just recently killed. So she hires a brawler called Brad Hawk, and he takes care of business, essentially, for him. Now, again, unlike traditional brawlers where you just play through an entire stage, conquering multiple enemies with a boss at the end, you instead play several missions while you take out your target. Sometimes you take out a target, sometimes you take out everyone. Like in this particular stage, you're supposed to beat up everyone. In other stages, you can finish them a little bit faster by focusing on the one person that you're supposed to fight. Now, you're not always fighting one person. Sometimes you're fighting one person, sometimes you're fighting 6 people. And that's how it gets once you get harder amongst... Again, this is Mission 8. There's 100 missions in this game. So you can just imagine that it will get difficult. You will notice, though, from right away, once this loads here, that it looks very similar to Tekken at the time. It looks very similar to me to Tekken 4. You got your attacks, and the thing is, though, is you got no block button whatsoever. No block button. And this is what I love. I love the fact that you can actually powerbomb people. I always thought that was awesome. You don't want to get the second guy involved that's over there. Now he's going to get involved. And if you hit the left trigger, you can focus on people. And he just kicked me in the balls. Twice. And there's my PlayStation 3 saying hello. And this guy's just trying to buy time because he's getting a lot of head damage. That was the other thing. You notice the little green man that's in the corner here? And this is the part where you have to pay attention to the people around you. Very primitive, I mean, compared to today's games. But this was back in the day when these kind of games were not exactly highly sought after anymore. Like at this point, nobody was playing these games anymore. And you press the square button here to counter, but as you know, I'm not very good at doing that. It seems my lower body is taking a lot of damage here, which is not good. Oh my god, these guys. And please also note that these guys can get very cheap very quickly. I had to finish this game with fucking with Game Shark codes. I had no choice. Ah, this guy keeps... I don't know what this guy has, a thing for my balls or something. Wow, now he punches me in the ass. That's nice. And but just like traditional brawlers, you can hit two buttons together and perform a desperation move, so to speak. Now, I know eventually you'll be able to catch them mid-air while you have them juggling. And fuck off, you motherfucker! Die! There, die, you piece of shit. And then after you go through these kind of people, you get ability points, which you can upgrade your strike ability, your grapple ability, your regional attack, meaning like the specific areas that you can attack, either punching in the head, in the body, or in the legs. Your special attack, your weapon attacks, because eventually there is weapons, just like traditional just like traditional brawlers. And then you got your defense abilities, your toughness, or how much damage you can take, head endurance, how many punches you can take to the head, lower body endurance, and upper body endurance. And in this case, I need some more toughness because I need to be able to grapple them just a little bit better. Again, 100 levels, and by the time you get to 100, everything is maxed out. But I've not unlocked anything yet, so this one's done. This is a retaliation, so let's go to the retaliation mission. And I hate the fact that it always asks you way too many times to save the game. I don't know. I have no idea why. Yes, overwrite the fucking game. Play the game. I don't know if it acted like this in any of the other ones or not. So now, people are going over to Chinatown and they want revenge for the other guys you just beat up. It can be kind of hard to follow the story a little bit because it is optional where and which path you take and exactly where you go when you start this game out. I think as though it's for a brawler, I love it. I absolutely love it as a brawler and something to kill some time with. And graphically at the time it was pretty awesome as well. And you will notice you will encounter people with different styles. And you don't have a block. You only have like a button that you would use to just dodge out of the way. And I am not doing a good job of that. And let me just off. That's the other thing. The other people, they can power bomb, or they can attack you while you're doing grapple moves with people. Roundhouse this guy in the head a couple of times. It is a sheer button masher, but you also have to watch out that you don't get attacked from the sides, and that you don't get boxed in. And again, you just have to get into a rhythm to play this game. I noticed there's a lot of wrestling moves in this game, which kind of makes me think they probably took the captures of King, or the movesets of King, and used them in this game. And again, you have breakable objects in the background, just like back in the day in Street Fighter. as well as Final Fight. And this is the other thing. They can double team you eventually. You have to be very quick, though, as far as the retaliations go. And you have to retry it because I just kicked my ass. Again, you have to make sure you're able to line your opponents up properly in an effort to just beat them up properly. And then you got fancy moves like what I just had done there, which is do a move where I can hit multiple opponents at once. But like I said, when you fight people in groups like this, there's always the one guy who will have way more power than the other ones. But like I said, it's very enjoyable. It looks really cool. And you can ground and pound them as well. But you unlock other techniques as you go by in this game, because there is tons of other things to unlock in this game. Other moves, other special moves and whatnot. As well as being able to carry weapons into fights. That is my favorite, actually. Instead of just being able to look for a weapon. I think there's a broken bottle on the ground. I'm not sure what that is. Come on. These people die already? Holy cow. Again, this game can get extremely frustrating though. And trust me, this is nothing. And that was a counter. There we go. And again, if you want to target people specific areas when you fight them, and that way you get through the game, or get through the level rather. There's no costume changes or anything like that, unfortunately, but there's a ton of unlockable characters. Also, eventually, you will find that you will be able to have allies join you in the fights later on in the game, but you have to unlock those allies. That's usually when you beat a boss or something like that. So as you can see, I've been playing this game now for 11 minutes total. Well, total game time, actually. All in all, I really like Urban Reign. Although you cannot play as any other characters in this game. I'll just do one more here, because this is, again, another example. So in this case, you have to take down the enemy within a certain time limit. That means you better have enough toughness and strength in order for you to take them out. I tried this yesterday. I couldn't beat him. And I believe this dude's unlockable. Holy cow, this guy's a pain in the ass, as you can clearly see. And he has way better of a weapons arsenal than you do. And again, this is where you have to use counters. Which I'm not very good at and never have been. And the thing is, once they're comboing you, you cannot counter at all, which is one of the mechanics of this game that I did not like. And this guy's just beating the shit out of me here. The other thing, just like most PlayStation 2 games, you can't control the camera too well. Look, this guy's trying to bide his time now. And it put me in a drop toe hold. You gotta be kidding me. And I'm out of time. But hey, at least you get to see the super move in slow motion. All in all, I really like this game. Does it hold up really well to today? Unfortunately, I will have to say that it does not hold up very well compared to today's games. It is a nice brawler for back in the day, but like I said, I'm just playing 3 missions for you here. There's 100 missions in this game. So, it's not for the faint of heart. It's only for die-hard Brawler players, but it is one of my newer favorite Brawler games. Next week, I'm going to do another Brawler, which is a Final Fight game, but that wasn't released on the Super Nintendo, on the 360 as a re-release, or anywhere else. This was a PlayStation 2 game that I don't believe anybody even remembers, and it had a great story. So, wait for that next week, and we will see you then. Remember to check us out at you can check me out at CrossBorderGaming.com, as well as RetroFungeon.com, where this video will be posted, as well as YouTube.com/RetroFungeon. Also check out CrossBorder Gaming's YouTube channel, YouTube.com/CrossBorderGaming, where I upload a bunch of random videos of randomness all the time. And follow me at eMaster1980, as well as RetroFungeon.com. And until next time, toodles!